Right after the break, we'll be joined by our guest, Delia Paine. She's here to talk about the Obama campaign buttons she made this year that were very popular. She'll tell us how she got the idea. Welcome back to Daybreak. We're joined now by Delia Paine, and she's responsible for all those buttons you may have seen with the Obama campaign. She's done them all, got national attention for them. So why don't we start off, Delia, by talking about how you got started making these buttons?
Well, a friend of mine in Bend gave me a little button, and it started me thinking that I could probably use decorative papers and imported papers, vintage wallpaper and stuff like that. And I just started to experiment with that and ended up with a Bend, kind of a Bend logo that I put over all of these different really beautiful papers, and those have been just selling great. And then a friend in Seattle asked me to make an Obama button. And it was just a traditional kind of political red, white, and blue button. And so after I did that, I got excited about
we have some Obama ones to show too.
Yeah. So I got excited about that and just started experimenting with streamlining the logo and making it simple.
And you have different sizes, I mean, this one says Hope Wins, and that one is just the Obama logo.
Mm-hmm.
How did you decide what to do with them?
Well, so I went down to, I just made a large button with the Obama logo and went down to the 4th of July festival downtown and ran into someone at the Democratic table there, and she basically bought 300 buttons within the first 2 weeks. And after that, I just started going around and knocking on doors, and I ended up wholesaling them to Democratic campaign offices all over the coast, and from Seattle down to LA, and then I started selling on eBay and Etsy, and now they're down at Pomegranate downtown, and so they're just doing great. Then I made a victory button, so that's kind of taken the front runner spot.
And so how many of these have you made?
I have made 20,000 buttons.
20,000 buttons, lots of hours.
Yeah,
making those.
Yeah. We haven't had much sleep at our house.
So, you know, the election's over. Are the buttons still selling? Are you still making them?
They actually are selling, but all of the places, the Obama offices and Democratic offices where I was wholesaling, they've all shut down. So I'm still selling at viadelia.com, which is my website, and also at Pomegranate, and several bookstores, Powell's Books in Portland, and Elliott Bay up in Seattle, and but I have a lot of interest in an inaugural ball button now. So I'm starting to sort of tinker with the design and the inaugural ball date, or the inaugural date. And I'm also just toying with the idea of going to Washington, D.C. myself. And I'm working with Washington State Democrats and Oregon State Democrats with respect to the possibility of providing buttons to all of the parties that are happening in D.C. on election night. So we'll see how that goes, and in the meantime, I've been asked to do some local, dogpack.com, and some local organizations have been calling and seeing if I would do my similar technique with their message, and other progressive causes I'm thinking about doing, and just trying to sort of, I've got fans all over the country now. People are emailing me every day with stories about their button and how much they love it, or they lost it, they need to replace it, or whatever. And so I'm just trying to find, other ways of using my kind of cool technique, because people really bond with their button after they spend 45 minutes going through, 150 of them, picking out the one that just really speaks to them. I think that it's great for causes, because it's both a kind of a piece of jewelry as well as as a message. And so I'm just looking for other ways to use my technique, because I love pattern and color, and so it really artistically is a lot of fun.
It started out just helping out a friend, and now it's a huge sensation. You've been busy. You're locked up for a long time now.
Yeah, and then of course the Bend. I think the Bend one works great, and they're at Newport Market and Bend Bungalow and Cascade Cottons, and I think those will continue to just be steady for people who are here in Bend, who love living here, as well as tourists coming through town. And I'm thinking about doing other cities as well. So we'll see how that goes too.
Great future for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And if you want to have any more We have our website, www.viadelia.com. You can go there for more information. So thank you so much again for joining us this morning, and good luck with everything.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back on Daybreak with more news and weather.
Over the past year, you've shared your ideas and helped us